Glory be to God. Welcome to D Weaver Art here on YouTube, the channel for art lovers who love realistic and impressionistic style portraits. Today, I want to give you episode 3 in art discussion. Now, I want to share with you what I've been up to in this art discussion, yet at the same time, I want to break down a painting that I just recently completed. Now, for the past 3 weeks, I've been going to a place called Shoals Bistro in Northwest Alabama. There I set up and I painted at a event called Beats and Eats. This is the second year they have done it. They also are having the Handy Fest. So I haven't got a chance to go out to any of those events, but prior to the Handy Fest, I've been going to this event called Beats and Eats. And this would be probably the second event that I went to with Beats and Eats, and I got a chance to meet a local artist by the name of Hannah Clarke Smith. So Hannah Clarke Smith is a local music. She is a musician. She plays a keyboard and she sings. Very talented, beautiful young lady. And I got a chance to meet her, and I did a portrait. Actually, I did a figurature painting of her on the scene. So when I got there, there was people coming in. Everybody was the people that was there was getting set up and everything, and I was getting set up too. But I want to give a special shout out to Mariano and Brandi, his wife, for inviting me to this event, allowing me to do my artwork. I appreciate that, guys, and I hope you guys continue to do what you do and provide good food and entertainment for the community. They also cater to people at weddings and things. Their business does weddings and so forth. And so if you're having to want to have a place to do a wedding, they do that too. And it was a pleasure to be able to be invited and to be able to showcase and share my artwork live on the scene. So they gave me plenty of opportunity to meet people and stuff, and also to showcase my art on the scene. And I got a chance to let her see my painting. She really loved it. I believe this week, as I'm recording this is the final week of Beats and Eats. And singing, she actually writes her music and creates her music, and she sings. I actually painted her live on the scene, but this is what you need to know. When I was painting her, I got to a point where, okay, I realized after I had set up everything, I got all my paints, though I thought I did, I realized I didn't have the color blue. And without having the color blue, I couldn't make the color purple that's in the background. What I liked about the background is that they had like some glitter looking type of sequence, like looking texture, appearance of the eyes. It just had a lot of reflectivity in it. And I really liked the background, really liked the backdrop. Then they set up a stage. It was very awesome. You know, it really looked good. During when Anna was, excuse me, I keep calling her Anna. When Hannah played her music, she had a time where she kind of stopped and shared her thoughts on the setup and the colors that were in the background. She really likes gold and purple, or purple and gold, and that's what she had in this event. She put those colors that she liked, those color combos in the background. So it was a pleasure for me to look at those colors and blend them up and mix them up and everything. So that's what I did. So I wanted to, when I got there, I set up all my stuff. I got my French easel. And by the way, speaking of my French easel, the French easel that I set up, this is the first time I used it probably in quite some time. Probably, I would say about 2 years or so, because I had bought a plein air Brushstrokes box for plein air painting. So I did not want to use that for this event. I wanted to use something sturdy. A lot of times, I like my plein air painting box, but sometimes it kind of has a bounce to it. And I didn't want that to occur when I was at this event painting. So I wanted to use the French easel. So I realized when I was setting it up at home to kind of work it out, I realized it didn't do right. and something had broke one of the, it didn't break, but one of the um, screws or the bolt was stripped. And so I had to go to Lowe's and buy me a bolt to put in there. And so I put it, meanwhile, while I was trying to repair it, I cut myself, actually this finger, and I bled pretty good. But I thought I was going to have stitches. But to make a long story short, I healed pretty good, and I give God praise for that. But what I did to stop the bleeding, rinse my hand off, or the finger off and hand off in the water, let it water run over it. And then of course I sanitized it. And then I put a cold compression on it, and then really press down on it to kind of slow the bleeding or kind of cause the clotting process to happen. And eventually it stopped bleeding. But that all took place prior to this event. I was getting prepared to get that Prashad box, and not Prashad box, but my French easel, and use it at this event. And I finally got it repaired and everything. And so with that, that's some little history of what went on behind it. Also, too, when I got there, I said to myself, now, do I want to? I really had it in my heart to do the audience and the singer. When I just looked and looked and looked, and I just didn't like the composition. So I said to myself, why don't I go to what I know instead of kind of painting the crowd out? I went to up front to take a picture. I approached Hannah, excuse me. I approached Hannah and asked her, would it be okay for me to take a picture of her? And she said, sure, you're welcome to do that. And she said, how you want me to be? And I just said, just be yourself. Just do what you're doing. And she was at that time testing the mics out and everything. And she kind of posed up for me, and I took the picture of this shot. Actually, took a couple of pictures in different angles and different perspectives. And I like this one because, as you can see in the picture, there's light shining out of the window, and I like that. And of course, it was really good, well lit, and really were pleased with how quickly I was able to get the proportions down and what I needed to get down quickly. And so, with that being said, I just wanted to share with you. This painting here is a figurative painting done in acrylic, and it's 11 by 14 size panel painting. It's done on panel. And so I want to take the time out to stop right now to share with you guys. This past weekend, prior to this recording, I went out to my local art store, which is Hobby Lobby, and I bought me some modeling paste. So modeling paste, it makes the paint light. In other words, it makes it vivid, more vivid, lighter. It gives it more of a vivid look, and it kind of helps boost, takes away the dullness of the paint color. So, because a lot of times when it dries, the paint slightly dulls down, but it's really, I've yet to use it, but based on what I read about it. But the biggest thing why I bought this, Master Touch is the brand, I should say, that's right there on the screen here. Master Touch is the brand that I use, modeling paste. I wanted to thicken the paint up. So this modeling paste will actually thicken my acrylic paint up, because there are times I want to move forward in using a technique called impasto. Not too heavily, but kind of start putting out a little bit, thicken out some of the paint coming in the near future with some of my paintings. I wanted, as always, I wanted to paint loose, but I wind up in the beginning processes of my painting, I kind of do paint tight. But this particular thing, I really just try my best to be loose, but it wind up being kind of tight. So I wasn't pleased with it at the end, but I went on and showed her what and like I said earlier, I had messed around and forgot my Phthalo cyanine blue. And without Phthalo cyanine blue, I had all the colors that I needed, but I didn't have the Phthalo cyanine blue. And without that, I couldn't make the color purple. And so now I took the painting back. Prior to what you're seeing now, her denim jeans that she's wearing was actually a pink. And the purple was actually the color was considered um, maroon maybe, or it was not even maroon. It was scarlet. I wanted to do, just wanted to share what I've been up to and also to break down this painting here. Now, I think one of the hardest things I had trouble with, to me, from the artist perspective, is the doing of the, it wasn't even the floors. It was probably, I would have to say, um, the head. Now, as you notice, I didn't put no detail. I left a little bit of mystery in that, of course. But I believe I did enough justice for her. I know I got the head, torso, the bottom of portions of her body. So she, in the original photo, she has I don't know what the color is, but it's a color that did not show up quite well. So what I did, I went on and made her look like she's wearing white heels, and so that's what I put on her. I took the liberty to use artist license to create that. So that's what you need to know from this episode 4 this art discussion. Episode 4 art discussion. So I just want to let you know what I've been up to, and also just break down this painting of hers. Meanwhile, what is it you guys work with when it comes to your acrylics? Do you put some type of additional substance, a medium in your paint? Do you use a slow dry gel like I normally always use? And I just now shared with you this modeling paste that I purchased right here, that you see this modeling paste that I purchased. Do you even use that with your acrylic paints, or maybe even perhaps your oils? I don't know. But let me know in the comments below. And if you like what you just heard, please share below. Let me know what you think about the video. And also, don't forget to hit the notification bell. That way you can get instant alerts on new content and material. So I want to thank you guys for watching. God bless you, and see you in the next video.